Hello folks, Joey Led stepping back here for another dip review. I'm really excited to be here today. I'm always excited for my videos, but in particular because Outlaw gave me a shout out in his last video, in case you didn't see, which I really appreciate. And of course that means we have some newcomers, so I just want to take a minute here to welcome everyone and kind of let you know what I do. My name's Joe Ledoux. I go by Joey Leds on here. Basically, I cook, I play music, I make videos, I retro game, and I spend time with my family. I feel like I'm filling out a dating website. But yeah, I'm 20 years old. I've been dipping since I was 16. I started this YouTube 4.5 years ago. April will make 5 years. And yeah, what I do is I have my basic list here of details about the dip. And I pack a lip. Hopefully you pack a lip with me. And I just go through and I give a detailed and honest review. While also just sometimes I ramble, sometimes I make random noises. I'm just a goofy fuck. You will notice that the more you watch me. So I review what I want to review, and if my opinion changes on it, I re-review it. If a lot of people request me to do a certain dip, I do a certain dip as long as I can get it. I wish we could start and welcome the new subscribers with something manly, but I don't have something manly today. At least not until I go out later. What we're going to be reviewing today is something that I have not reviewed in at least a couple years. And if you've been sticking around for a while, you'll know that back in 2011, this was one of my favorites along with Cope LC. Today, we are reviewing Skoal Peach. It's peachy key! Skoal Orange blend. I've still never understood the blend. What are you blending? It's peach. Apple blend, peach blend. There's nothing blending. So by and large, I'm a mint guy. I always say I don't necessarily have a favorite dip because it's more dependent on what I'm in the mood for, but in general, I stick toward mint. But I'm not going to lie, I do enjoy a good fruit from time to time. So let's get right to it. Let's take a look at the presentation. Personally, I have not really liked the Skoal design since they changed to all the honeycomb shit, but it's been there for a while. It's probably going to stick around for a while. But yeah, it's just too flashy. I liked when it was simple. I mean, it's not terrible, but you can just tell it's marketing. They're just trying to catch people's eyes. Obviously, with Skoal, typical metal lid, plastic bottom, and the date. I got a can for my Select Blend video, and I was going to review it with that can, but then I dipped it all, so I had to get another one. The date on this is not the best, but it's okay, I guess. November 20th. It'll do. So we're going to crack her open and take a whiff. That we are. I had one pinch out of it, not like you can tell. Skoal might be expensive as fuck, but at least their cans are usually full. If I got a Skoal can and had a big pinch taken out of it, I would be off the fucking wall about it. Just in case you don't know, the prices up here in Mass are ridiculous. Okay? I live in Massachusetts, not the city. It has its upsides and downsides. I rather like it up here, but you know, you'll pay $8 to $10 for a tin of Skoal. If I got gypped, I'd be calling those bitches. I want a refund. In terms of dips, this dip probably has the most nostalgic smell to me. I always described it as kind of a sour peach with a tobacco undertone. It's not like some fruit dips. You can actually still, in my opinion, smell the tobacco. So kind of a sourish peach with a tobacco undertone. So it smells pretty good. A pinch better. I'm not going to lie though, I do like that they added that under the lids. I do think that looks pretty cool. So we're going to pack a lip. Pack a lip with me. Hopefully you're packing something good. I always do 5 packs. That's my signature thing. I only do 5. That's all I need. Okay, now you can see where I took the pinch out of it. What the fuck is this shit? I don't know. We're going to dip it anyways. So, pinchability of Skoal, man. It's good. Whether you love Skoal or hate it, they do make a good cut because, again, whether or not you love it or hate it, it is at least quality tobacco. So, cheers. I've taken significantly long to pack a lip in this video. I'm sorry, I was just caught up in introducing myself again. Okay, so it pinches together good. I gotta line the can up because I'm an OCD motherfucker. Now the taste. It really hasn't changed. Like some flavors, I swear they've changed to an extent, like cherry or berry. I swear they've improved them. This one hasn't changed at all. But Based on how much I dipped it back in the day, it's certainly not at my top list. I prefer, in terms of fruit dips, Skoal Cherry. This is my favorite one. Yeah, it definitely still has kind of that sour-ish peach, almost. You can still taste the tobacco. It's not an innately bad flavor. I think I'm just sick of it after, you know, how much I dipped. I mean, I used to dip a can or two a day. The more I taste it, I taste a little bit of sweetness in it. I will give it this. Skoal Peach has a weird fucking taste, but it's not bad. Comparison, okay, well, there's 3 peaches. Skoal, Timberwolf, and Kayak. Okay? Kayak we're taking out of the question because it fucking sucks. It's fake. I hate the texture of those fake dips. Or the cheap dips, which I call fake dips because who the fuck knows what's in them. So does this compare to either of them? Not really. Kayak just tastes like ass. Drop my tin. You'll learn also, I drop my tin usually at least once a video. Clumsy motherfucker. Doesn't taste like either because Timberwolf Peach has like a much sweeter, like a, almost like those peach gummy rings going on. This is just a sour kind of peach. So it really doesn't compare. I mean, it's closer to Timberwolf than Kayak, but there's still not a whole lot to compare it to. As you can tell, Skoal has a pretty good cut. It's just your typical long cut, but it provides a good pinch and good packing. So the packability is phenomenal. You grab a pinch, no problem. Put it in, no problem. I'm not getting any floaters or drifters. It's just staying put. Texture, it feels real. You know, like Kayak and Longhorn and just a lot of them, the cheaper dips, they have a waxy texture. That's what I mean by fake. That's why I call them fake dips. Because they have this waxy texture of them, and I can't stand it. But Skoal and Copenhagen especially, they feel like real tobacco. It's not rough on the lip, it just kind of sits there. It's pleasant. If you're newer to dipping, you might get a little bit of a burn, because I did when I first started. Skoal Cherry burned the fuck out of my lip, and now I don't get a burn from anything. Except Grizzly Fine Cut Wintergreen. That still gives me a burn, but that's about it. So no burn for me. Nicotine, Skoal is very mild. Okay, it depends on the flavor and also where it is. Like in Canada, some Skoal flavors have more nicotine than Cope. Here, it's just a little bit below Cope. I don't feel a buzz from anything anymore. Just my nicotine intake is ridiculous, and I just don't feel a buzz anymore. This would be a fairly good beginner dip because it's pretty mild and, you know, it's fruit and everything. If you're a beginner, you will probably buzz. But for any experienced dipper, probably not. Spit. A lot of people say Skoal Peach is dry. I don't really think so. I think it's drier than some dips. I mean, of course it's going to be drier than like a wintergreen. But I don't think it's super dry. I still get pretty good spit out of it. Pretty dark. Not bad. Spit's actually not super dark, but it's good enough. Lastability. Even though it's not dry, it is drier. So it doesn't last super long. I can probably keep this lip in for maybe 45 minutes before it stops juicing up. Excuse me. So it's not too bad, but it's not the longest lasting dip. Aftertaste is a little funky when you take it out. And I've noticed that too. Even a lot of good dips have a weird aftertaste. Generally, I'm not a big fan of the aftertaste of dips. Luckily, I use my coffee to wash it away. It's another thing you'll know about me. Constantly drinking coffee. Such a New Englander. Fuck Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is a goddamn joke. We have one on every other fucking corner up here, right? And it's shit. It's not real coffee. It tastes fake, and it's watery as fuck. So, I have a Keurig machine, and I get, fucking, what is it? Green Mountain Dark Magic. And it's nice and bold, and it's perfect. And that's the only coffee I'll drink. I won't drink Dunkin' Donuts, or Starbucks, or Honeydew, which I think is only a New England chain. You get the idea. Though I will admit, McDonald's coffee is surprisingly good. I don't even know how the fuck I got on that subject. This is what I'm talking about by rambling. Yeah, aftertaste is a little funky. It just leaves kind of a sour, weird kind of ass taste. Get yourself a drink, wash that shit out, you'll be good. Shoutouts. Now, what I do in my videos is I have 5 regular shoutouts, and then I usually have 5 rotators that people ask me for. You can always ask me for a shoutout. I get to all of them eventually. It might take me a little while because I get a lot, but if you want a shoutout, I'm more than happy to give you a shoutout. So today's regulars, we have Fat Zach Dips, Rocky Top Dipper, Eric Dips, Jimmy Hen Dips, and Metal Arc Dipper 99. We do only have 3 rotators today, though. Normally it's 5. We have I Love Dipping 187, Grizzly Gulledge, and Peach Pride Dippers. Check them all out, or I'll kick your ass in! Alright, so the rating of the almighty Skoal Peach. It's not a bad dip for what it is. It serves its purpose. It is a pretty good peach dip. Out of the 3 out there currently, I'd say it's the best, although Timberwolf's pretty good. It just doesn't pack too good. It tastes good though, but it's still my favorite of the 3, and it does have a big nostalgia factor for me. But even after all this time, I am still kind of sick of it. And so I'm going to give it a... We'll go with 7. We'll go with 7 out of 10. It's not a bad dip. If you're a beginner and you've never dipped before and you like peach stuff, I do recommend this as a beginner dip for sure. And even if you're not a beginner, you just want to mix it up with a little fruit every time, and for some reason, if you haven't tried this yet, give it a shot. I think it's pretty good for what it is. Anyways, that's been the video. Again, welcome to all the new people. I'm glad to have you here. I really hope you enjoy my content, and if you don't, that's okay too. But that's the end of the video. Like this video if you like this video. I'm going to put all my social media shit in the description, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.